In 1991, people of Lusk and surrounding areas visited Grace Dieu.
Did you enjoy that, Seamus?
And in 1050, in the village of Lusk, there was established a convent of nuns. We know very little, practically nothing, about that convent of nuns. What order they were attached to, or what their work was, we do not know. But what we do know is that in the year 1190, that convent of nuns was transferred from Lusk here to the ground on which we are standing. It was transferred to Grace Dieu. Now, I do not know whether that was the name of the land before the convent came here, or whether that name was put onto it after the convent was established. Now, Comyn, he was the first Norman Archbishop of Dublin, and he was also a great builder, like the rest of the Normans who had come over. In that same year, he started the foundations of St. Patrick's Cathedral in Dublin. Now, when he transferred the convent here to Grace Dieu, he endowed it with at least 12 churches which were around the area. Some of them even down into Kildare, he endowed Grace Dieu with. That was money would come from the churches for the convent, for the use of this convent. And they had all those churches right up to the dissolution in 1540. Now, some of the churches, one was Lusk, St. Mary's of Lusk, the other was Portrane and Donabate, and some down in Kildare, another over at Westphalstown, a place called Westphalstown. Now, the convent was established as a teaching school for girls of the Norman or English families within the Pale. There they were to be taught languages, etiquette, deportment, and how to behave as ladies of quality. How many would have been in the convent at any one time, I'm not known. I do not know how many would have been here. But judging by the nuns that were here when the convent was closed, there were 5 of them. So we could easily say, I suppose, maybe about 30 girls would be here at any one time. Obtained the lands of Turvey from the Duke of Ormond. And local traditions.
The buildings were taken over at the Reformation by Sir Patrick Barnwell, and later he used the stones to build Turvey House. Is this sacred ground still haunted by the spirits of the past? This was a thriving community with a large farm, orchards and a water mill, and the roads came directly to it. After centuries of neglect, very little remains standing today.
No cross, no columns mark where they dwelt. No stone with fulsome litany. Their deeds are in the archangel's scroll. No garlands seek humility. Bitter and full was their cup of grief, as the final toll of their vespers bell rang, when with heavy, sad and anguished hearts they bade it their last farewell.
This is the tombstone of the last abbess, Alison White, who took her community to Portrane Castle. The Barnwell family came to Ireland with the Normans. They held large estates in Dublin and Meath. This tomb commemorates Sir Christopher Barnwell and his wife, Dame Marion Charles. He was the son of the man who inherited Grace Dieu, and she commissioned the building of Dawes Bridge. She was also an ancestor of St. Oliver Plunkett by her second marriage to Sir Lucas Dillon, who erected this tomb.